Wack 100, 6ix9ine, Flame Meek Mills on Clubhouse. You had to be there. Fall in love with healing yourself. CBD. Healthy. BBN. Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, Wack 100 and 6ix9ine, Wack 100 and 6ix9ine went on Clubhouse. For everybody that don't know, Clubhouse is this new platform that came out that rappers kind of gravitated to when they like going on there. They can speak to people who they agree with or disagree with, whatever the case is, and then they can also have large forums of other people that could chime in and speak. So it's kind of, I don't want to say taking off, I don't want to say not taking off. You know, it has its peaks and valleys. Anyway, Wack 100 and 6ix9ine goes on Clubhouse, right? On some channel, they're talking, they're doing their thing. Wack 100 says Meek Mill contacted Louis Farrakhan to squash their beef. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna let y'all know, I've heard about this already previously. This is not new to me. I thought that this was it's like, all right, so one of the points in which they brought out, just so we could be clear, is one of the points in which they brought out is that when Meek Mills had these issues with Safari, and when Meek Mills had these issues with Quentin Miller, you know, he just had other people, just so we could be clear, run up on these gentlemen, and he had not contacted Louis Farrakhan to kind of put it into whatever the beef is or whatever the problem they had in that regard. Do you understand? So basically, Wack 100 is saying, why is he calling them now? And I have to say that that's basically the point. And this is not to, you know, double down on Meek or anything, but that's basically the point that not just 6ix9ine has made, but a lot of the Meek Mill detractors have actually spoke about. That, you know, Meek picks and chooses these battles. And also, just so we can be clear, Meek Mill picked this battle with Tekashi 6ix9ine. This is in a situation where, if y'all can recall, when Tekashi 6ix9ine went and quote unquote pulled up on Meek at the strip club in whatever whatever city they was in, inside of the parking lot, and Meek Mill, I'm gonna say, had the nerve to say, just to be clear and just to be fair, had the nerve to say, why is he choosing me? No, previously, before, for everybody that don't know, Meek Mill has already admitting to like getting a, I don't know what you want to call it, that like a committee or some shit. Yeah, like, I don't know if you want to call them, depending on what side you're on, either the Justice League or the Legion of Doom. I'm not sure, depending on which side of this conversation you're on. Anyway, or they could be the Avengers. I don't know, depending on what side of this conversation you're on. So, Meek Mill apparently has already admitted to sabotaging aspects of things that Tekashi was trying to do career-wise by reaching out, speaking to rappers, and behind the scenes pulling strings to make sure that Tekashi's projects would fail, or at least trying to ensure that they would fail, whatever the case is. So when he says, I just want to be clear on this, because so he calls Farrakhan on Wack 100 when Farrakhan says when he see him, he gonna slap the shit out of him. He calls Farrakhan on Wack 100 when he has these issues with all these other people. It seems like he doesn't call Farrakhan. It just turns out different ways in regards. Let me know what y'all guys think about this. They went off on Meek on the Clubhouse, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. It's not that I can disagree with anything that was said, because honestly speaking, I really can't. But one thing that I can say is, in order to be fair to Meek Mills, when Tekashi did pull up on him, I'm not one of these guys that assume that all of these rappers out here is super gangster like their raps say they are. I don't assume that. So when Tekashi pulled up on Meek Mill, I could see, because Meek Mill is not one of these super gangsters that, you know, he might try to portray, or that it sells records. So I'm not even mad at him in those regards either. But when he got pulled up on and he kind of just, you know, lost his character, y'all could say whatever y'all want to say, he lost his character. You understand what I'm saying? He turned back into the Meek that he is when he's not the character of Meek Mills. You understand? He turned back into his character. So with that being said, and with all respect due, I don't think, pardon me, what I think that they're trying to say is, because another point they was also making during that Clubhouse conversation is that Meek Mills talk about prison reform, and one of the main things in which he does is he also talks about all of this street life. Now I want to say something real quick for the people that say, well, he's talking about where he came from, because people love to say that. But and once again, I'm not trying to double down on Meek, but in regards to that, like, go back and listen to NWA's music, right? Look, NWA, this is what we consider to be gangster rap, right? But what you don't realize is, I'm not talking about before Ice Cube left. I'm talking about their first album, Straight Outta Compton. Go listen to that album. Also, go listen to the Eazy-E album that came out before that. Copy? Go listen to these albums. I'm going to tell you what you're going to hear. You're going to hear gangster shit for the uninitiated. For the initiated, you know what you're going to hear? You're going to hear rebel music. You understand? You feel what I'm saying? So when I hear these rappers say, I'm speaking about from where I came, I'm like, okay, yeah, well, I get it. But it's not that you're speaking about from where you came, or from the trenches, or whatever the case is. It's in the manner in which you're conveying the information. You're glorifying things that should not be glorified. So therefore, the point that I think that they were trying to make is, Meek is on one hand trying to say, yo, I'm here for prison reform. I'm trying to stop all of these prisons from treating these prisoners the wrong way, because, you know, these guys, they shouldn't be in jail. Free them all. And then on the very next note, he's also putting out music that's encouraging the behavior that's going to have these young men end up in jail. So I think that's the point that they were trying to make. If you ask me, I think they made the point very well. Go check out obviously what we need to start doing over here is, we're going to start making sure that we put up our recordings of those also. So we're going to make sure that we get the audios also, so we can put them up over here, so y'all can have the opportunity to see them over here in the future. But just so you know, it was a good conversation. It was a very good conversation. There was some things that happened during the conversation, I'm not going to say anything, that had me rewinding to make sure that I heard everything, so I can keep everything in context. So it was a very good conversation, better than most that I've heard on there. So this is definitely one of the conversations that I've heard on Clubhouse that I say, if you get the opportunity, go make sure that you listen to it. With that being said, leave it down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this video. I want to know what you guys think. When I say this video, I don't mean, you know, oh man, Jake Frost, I don't like the way that picture, just so we can be clear. I mean, what do you think about the contents of the video in regards to what we're speaking on? So let me know what y'all guys think about what we're speaking about, the conversation, and did this spark any type of any questions that you might have in regards to this on either side? Because at the end of the day, if it looks like, just so we can be clear, Meek Mills feels like he has to contact Louis Farrakhan for a matter that deals with Wack 100. Maybe you guys is underestimating exactly who Wack 100 is. That's all I got to say in those regards. With that being said, like, comment, subscribes. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. From the concrete jungle to that nightclub where you took off all of your clothes because it got too hot there. Gorilla Edibles, eat ya high.
I be on my grind. At 6 in the morning. It be on my mind. At 6 in the morning. That's why I keep that pine. At 6 in the morning. When I'm on that grind. At 6 in the morning. I be on my grind. At 6 in the morning. It be on my mind. At 6 in the morning. That's why I keep that pine. That's why I keep that. When I'm on that grind. When I 6 in the morning. I get it and go, call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team ribs touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.